Hello there, MusicMan0150, also known as Gary, and we're outside again, and this time it's a typical fall day. Not much happening out today. I'm just taking a little tour for you, actually showing you what the backyard looks like on a typical fall day. As you can see here, the swing has been put away for the winter. That A-frame my father had built about 10 years ago, I would say, and they have a swing that usually hangs there. And yesterday Dad and I put it away for the winter. And as you can also see, there's a bunch of pine needles on the grass there. That's because of these huge, and I'm saying huge, pine trees. See how far they go up? I almost got to put the camera straight up to get to the top of the two biggest ones. As you can see there. And these trees have been around since my grandfather had the property when he was living here, from 1949 to 1996. So that's almost 50 years. And let's take a walk back here, because I was telling you in another video, or maybe I was, about lightning strikes. I want you to see this one tree right here. I'll give you a close-up of this tree. That is a lightning strike on a tree, and I better watch out, because I think there's squirrels up in the trees there, and they're dropping nuts or something out of the trees, and I don't want to get hit. So I'm going to back up so I don't get something knocked on my head. There. There, can you see the tree now? That's a lightning strike. It literally struck that tree and peeled the bark off. So the other day, Mom and Dad, they were talking about possibly getting rid of all these trees and putting up what is known as bamboo trees, because also this one is leaning just a little bit inward, and Dad says that's the way it grew, but I don't know. You tree experts out there, what do you think? Do you think the lightning might have caused the tree to start to lean? Or do you think that's how it grew? Anybody that's a tree expert, let me know. I'm going straight up this one tree so that you tree experts can kind of view what it looks like. These are all pine trees, by the way. It's just that the way they grew, they're very, very, very tall, but they've also lost branches, and that's why these particular pine trees don't have ground level branches like most of them do. In fact, here's an example of a pine tree that has the ground level branches right here. This tree is actually my brother's tree, but they couldn't take it into California where he is now, because they couldn't allow trees to be brought in. So Mom and Dad planted it here, and it's been growing. It's a fairly tall tree, but as you can see, this one has the branches almost close to the ground, whereas those other ones don't. And a lot of times when we get windstorms here, then those branches tend to fall. Or even in the winter time, when the snow is real heavy, the branches tend to fall. So that's a little overview of the trees. Here's another view of a tree right here. This is a dogwood, and this is one that I brought home from where I used to work. When I first was hired at the Associated Neighborhood Center over in Hubbard, or actually Youngstown, east side of Youngstown, they had given me this tree, and it was planted, I think, in the spring of '97, because that's when I think I got it, and it's been growing pretty good. So there's a little overview of a dogwood tree. And then that tree over there by the fence is a magnolia. And that one still has its leaves. Next spring I'll have to show you the way it blooms with the white flowers. It's real pretty in the springtime. Of course the flowers don't last that long, but when they do bloom out, it's really, really pretty. So hopefully next spring I can catch that on video for you. And then of course there's the fenced-in yard that I've shown on another video. This is just another angle on the outside, and there's the back of my house. That little extension there where you see the two windows, that's an area that I'm trying to save up money for to add on to. Actually would want to tear down that little extension there and rebuild it a lot bigger, and have extend the basement as well. But I visualize it coming, but it's going to be a while yet before that happens. But anyway, that's a little overview of the house there. And then this right here is my father's windmill that he made. He says he's going to probably make a new one because this one's starting to fall apart. He has the original drawings for it, so he'll probably make a new one. And then of course down here is the tombstone, or the graveyard, for Lucky and Betsy, that's also shown in another video. And I don't know if you can see the stone there, but it's shaped like a heart, and it has a sculpture of a beagle carved into it, because that's what my other two dogs were. Well, one was a pure beagle and one was a beagle shepherd. And then there's the date plate for both of them. So that just gives you a little overview of the backyard on a typical fall day. Not much to see, really. And then these are two little craft ornaments there. So that about does it for the backyard on a typical fall day. So with that, I will sign off, and till next time, this is Music Man 0150, and I hope you have a great day.